Hi, everybody. Welcome back to another episode of the For Goodness Sake YouTube channel. As always, I'm your host, Mesvin Teklu, and today I want to talk about what it means for everybody to be equal. Now, if you've grown up in America, you probably have heard that term. Everybody is created equally. It's in our Declaration of Independence. It's mentioned throughout the Constitution. But then you also probably grew up and you heard, life isn't fair, get used to it. And that's also true. And then you also just look around and you see that everybody is different. Everybody is born different. We have different numbers of appendages. We have different eye colors. We have different interests and skills. So how can it be that everybody is so different, yet everybody is equal? Well, I think it's pretty simple. Everybody is born equal. Everybody is born with equal worth. Just because LeBron James has $1 billion, way more money than I do, probably ever will, and also is way taller and way more athletic and skilled than I am, doesn't mean he should get to have power over me in some sense. Doesn't mean he should get to decide what I do with my life, or that he should just get to kill me, or in the extreme, this stuff makes sense. But it also means he shouldn't have more power in the country than me, right? He shouldn't get to vote in a way that makes more influence than what I do, because we're all just one person and we all do just have one vote. And even though I think that the way that rich people, specifically corporations, have kind of taken over our government in certain aspects, it's still true that every person has just one vote in Congress and for the president and for their local elections. And that's a reflection of the fact that we believe no matter what your job title is, no matter how much money you have, no matter what you look like, where you came from, if you're a U.S. citizen, you get one vote just like everybody else. While we have some representative equality, we have some form of equality in our voting system, although because of Citizens United and just the way that rich people are able to lobby our politicians, I don't think that that's true as much anymore. We still do have this principle of one person, one vote, no matter what your background is, with some exceptions with, criminal records and things like that, but it's almost 100% guaranteed, regardless of your background, you get one vote in Congress and for your elections. We don't really have that equality in worth in other aspects of life, specifically with how we treat our children and with how we treat people that are going to school. If you grow up in one neighborhood, your opportunities are vastly different than if you grow up 5 minutes across the street, or maybe 5 miles or 10 miles. And I think that's really the challenge of equality, or defining equality, that we should all be working on. Today's quote of the day is by Mary Wollstonecraft. She was a fighter in the 1700s, talking about feminism, basically just saying men and women are equal. The reason why women are doing poorly economically and education-wise to the men, relative to the men, is because they don't get to go to school. Put them in schools and they'd be doing just fine. And I think we see that's 100% the case today. The quote is, I don't wish for women to have power over men. I wish for them to have power over themselves. That's what equality is really about. Equality is about people having power over themselves. And if we're not training young people to be able to exercise their power of themselves wisely, to be able to participate in their country's government, to be able to participate in their country's economy, to be able to explore the world safely and responsibly, and also take risks in a healthy way, we are failing to give every kid an equal opportunity at birth. If you are missing out on those opportunities because you were born in one part of the world rather than another, or one part of the country rather than another, then we're not giving every kid an equal opportunity at life. And if we do give every kid an equal opportunity at birth, as they deserve, we're not going to see equal outcomes. It's not just going to be some communist revolution where everybody gets one piece of bread and, everybody has to drive the same car. We're still going to see people express their different interests, just like women who have an equal opportunity to go to school nowadays are still performing. They have different interests in general. Each individual woman has different interests than each individual man. It's the same thing. So that's what equality means. So equality means we have inherited a project. We have inherited a country that is imperfect, and we have the responsibility to push it as far as we can to be a little bit more closer to, I know that's a little bit funny term, but we have the opportunity and responsibility to push it a little bit closer to a just world. And what is a just world? It means regardless of where you were born, regardless of how much money your family has, you have an opportunity to be the best version of you and to make something positively out of yourself and to make some kind of positive contribution to the world. That's all I want you to think about today. I really love to hear your thoughts. Please put in the comment, subscribe, comment below. Thanks as always for listening. Peace and love.